Amid whispers and soft gasps in a clandestine rendezvous, a diary bound in scarlet leather emerges from the shadows. Chapter 6 delves deep into its pages, revealing confessions too sultry for daylight and tales that could topple empires. With every turned page, the allure of power and passion becomes impossible to resist, leading readers down a winding path where every secret unveiled is more intoxicating than the last. Desire and danger dance a perilous waltz, and by the chapter's end, nothing will ever be the same again. Chapter 6: The Test of Time. When trust is betrayed, shadows become your only allies. The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the city with shades of twilight. But for Evelyn, there was no beauty in the setting sun, only an encroaching darkness, both literal and metaphorical. The weight of the secrets she had uncovered pressed on her like a vice, making every breath heavy. After her narrow escape from the warehouse, she found herself seeking refuge in the underbelly of the city. The dank alleyways and hidden corners that she once turned her nose up at now offered sanctuary. She was a marked woman, and trust had become a luxury she couldn't afford. Walking briskly, her steps echoed in the dim alley. Every so often, she would pause to glance over her shoulder, half expecting to see Richard's sinister silhouette tailing her. The revelations about Mayor Thompson's illicit dealings, combined with Richard's unexpected appearance at the clandestine gathering, left her rattled. As she navigated the labyrinth of narrow paths, a soft whistle cut through the cold night air. A cloaked figure emerged from the shadows, his features hidden beneath a deep hood. "Evelyn," the figure murmured, his voice raspy. She instinctively took a step back, her hand reaching into her pocket for the small knife she now carried. "Who are you?" "A friend," the figure replied, pulling back his hood to reveal a face she hadn't expected. Detective Adrian Miller, a reputed officer from the city's precinct. His usually neat appearance was now rugged and worn, indicating he had been in hiding. "You? Why?" Evelyn's surprise was evident. Adrian sighed. "I've been tracking the mayor's activities for months. I thought I was the only one onto him, but seeing you at the warehouse changed that." The realization dawned on Evelyn. "So we're on the same side?" "For now," Adrian replied, a glint of caution in his eyes. They quickly formed a reluctant alliance, united by a common goal. As they delved deeper into the city's dark underbelly, Evelyn discovered an underground network of informants and spies, all operating under Adrian's command. Their journey took them to the Silent Raven, a hidden speakeasy known only to a select few. The muted sounds of jazz filtered through as they entered, blending seamlessly with the soft hum of hushed conversations. It was here that Evelyn met Rosa, a sultry singer with a voice like honey and eyes that held 1,000 secrets. "Trust her," Adrian whispered, nodding towards Rosa. "She's one of us." As the night wore on, the pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. The mayor's network was vast, but with Rosa's information, they began to see the full picture. However, Evelyn couldn't shake off the feeling that the biggest revelations were yet to come. The night was still young, and shadows were her only shield against the dangers that lurked around every corner. Every story has an ending, not all of them are happy. The muted ambience of the Silent Raven contrasted sharply with the chaotic whirlwind of thoughts swirling in Evelyn's mind. Rosa's revelations had been staggering. Mayor Thompson's connections ran deep, threading through every layer of the city, from the lofty penthouses to the grimy back alleys. Rosa, her eyes burning with a mix of fear and determination, handed Evelyn a small, tattered envelope. "This," she whispered, "is the key to bringing him down." Inside, a series of photographs depicted Mayor Thompson in compromising situations, sealing illicit deals and shaking hands with known criminals. The evidence was damning. However, Evelyn's heart sank as she also found a photograph of Richard, her once trusted confidant, standing right next to the mayor, a smirk playing on his lips. The betrayal cut deep, but there was no time for grief. With Adrian's guidance, they hatched a plan to expose the mayor. Using Rosa's contacts, they arranged for a clandestine meeting with the city's top journalists. But every step they took was fraught with danger. The mayor's spies were everywhere, shadows lurking in every corner. The night before the big reveal, Evelyn received an anonymous note. "Meet me at the old pier at midnight. Alone. R." Richard. The weight of their shared history, combined with the sting of his betrayal, compelled her to go. The old pier was desolate, the only sound being the gentle lapping of waves against the wooden posts. Richard emerged from the shadows, his face a canvas of regret. "Why?" Evelyn demanded. "For survival," he replied, his voice breaking. "The mayor had something on me, something from my past." As they spoke, Evelyn realized that Richard too was a victim, trapped in the mayor's web of deceit. He handed her another envelope, thicker this time. "This is everything. All his dealings, every dirty secret. It's your insurance." Their reunion was short-lived. The piercing sound of a gunshot echoed through the night, and Richard crumpled to the ground, a dark stain spreading across his shirt. "No!" Evelyn screamed, but her assailant had vanished. Tears streaming down her face, she took the envelope and fled. The evidence, combined with what Rosa had provided, was explosive. The next morning, the city woke up to screaming headlines exposing Mayor Thompson's corruption. The city was in an uproar. Protests erupted, demanding justice. The mayor was arrested, and his empire of deceit crumbled. As Evelyn stood amidst the crowd, she felt a bittersweet victory. The truth had prevailed, but at a heavy cost. Richard's sacrifice, the treachery, the relentless pursuit of truth, all culminated in this moment of reckoning. In the aftermath, Evelyn left the city, seeking solace away from the memories and shadows. But she left behind a legacy, a testament to the power of truth and the indomitable spirit of those who seek it. The end of her story was just the beginning for the city's renaissance. This is Chapter 6, the final chapter of a 6-part short story. The easiest way to watch or listen to the other 5 parts of this story is to either subscribe to the Romance Diaries on YouTube or click on the link in the description below. If you subscribe to the Romance Diaries, you can also enjoy other stories of love, romance, heartache, cheating and betrayal, and by clicking on the notification bell at the same time, we can let you know every time we bring out a new video. And if you would like to experience your own real-life romance, why not click on one of our sponsors, which you will also find in the description.